So, good evening and good morning, friends and masters. Thank you for joining today's session. So, as usual, we are discussing the book, The Power of Now. So, today we'll discuss about the chapter 9. So, let me share the presentations. Right. So, if anyone joined new today, the book we are discussing is The Power of Now, and the author is Eckhart Tolle. You can find it in Google, or you can order the physical book also. So, please go through them whenever possible. Today's chapter is Chapter 9, that is beyond happiness and unhappiness, there is peace. See, we have to overcome both, right? We have to become non-judgmental. We have to see beyond. We always think we don't want unhappiness, but we want happiness. So there is no meaning of that. If you just see happiness, then you can't truly understand the meaning unless you experience some situations where you felt unhappiness. Success also will not be any meaning if you didn't fail. Once you fail, you will understand the real meaning of success. So it's a part of life. So you have to go beyond. You have to able to accept both equally, happiness and unhappiness, success or failure. So let's understand more about this, what the author says in this chapter. The higher good, beyond good and bad. Right? So beyond this good and bad, there is some higher good. That is the higher purpose or higher understanding, you can say. So happiness depends on condition, inner peace does not. Right? We all know that happiness or whatever the joy or success we see, those are all temporary. The inner peace does not. They all depend on some condition. If we get something, then I'll be happy. If someone talks to me or appreciate me, then I'll be happy. Right? But the inner peace, no matter what, if someone praise you, appreciate you, or they acknowledge you, or you get something or not, but still you can be happy. You can take that as a part of life. Right? See, you might what we normally do, if 10 people out of 10 people, even if 9 people praise you, but if one people doesn't praise you or talk to you nicely, our focus only goes to that one person. We forget the 9 other people, right? So we should be grateful for what we are having, and that's okay, that's part of the life. So everywhere we see up and down, so we have to accept that. We don't really know what is positive or negative in the long run. So something we see, right? Just now something has happened. We think, okay, this is a good thing for me. But tomorrow the situation may change. Today, what is good or positive may become negative tomorrow based on the situation or circumstances. Or today, what is negative for you, that may turn into positive. So we don't know what is the effect. So today, whatever we are seeing is based on today's situation or circumstances. There might be a different situation, the whole meaning will change to that. So don't judge anything. Accept it as it is. Pain, loss, or failure can deepen wisdom, humility, and compassion. The more we go with this suffering, pain, or judgment, right? So they can, it goes so much deep into yourself. So again, create those imprints, and again, your mind starts applying. So you need to overcome those. You need to accept whatever it is. From a higher view, events are neither good nor bad, they are simply are. Once you accept, everything is part of life, everything is a situation. Life is different and the situations are different. If you mix both together, then we feel suffering. Life will go no matter the situations, however it is, right? These are just part we experience. So once you differentiate, there is nothing. If you mix everything, if you think the situations are your life, then you are in the problem. Then we will suffer. If you think the situations are part of life, then they come and they just go. You just need to accept it. Acceptance of the present dissolves resistance and reveals a higher good. Peace can exist even in grief it lies beneath emotions, not instead of them. See, many times we, if someone from a family or close friend, if they die, or if many times because of illness, if we know that we will be going to die, then we cannot be happy at the time, right? Definitely we'll be unhappy. We'll cry. Everything is fine, the author is saying. Just cry or, acknowledge the suffering. But inside you, there should be peace. You cannot say that, okay, I can't die or the person should not die because it's a part of the life. Everyone who came, they has to go, they have to die. So you need to accept. But you can do some action. You can cry. You can show your feelings or whatever it is. You can act, but don't resist. You have to accept the truth. The more you resist, no, I can't die, or the person should not die, or this should not happen, then you are creating resistance for yourself. But you accept and acknowledge and express whatever is happening, and you be aware what's going on inside you, then you will still be at peace, no matter outside whatever you have those sufferings and all, but internal peace will be there. You know the truth, you understand the reality. Action is still possible, but accept first and then act from clarity, not from ego. Right? When you accept the situation, you have the clarity. Okay, this will happen. So what can I do at this moment? What best can I do? Or what is in my hand? Let me work on that. But if you resist, then ego comes. How come this is possible? This cannot happen to me. Or I am so strong, or I am this, that. Then the ego comes and keeps on adding. Then we'll not be in a situation where we can think properly or act wisely. But once we accept the situation, the clarity comes, understanding comes, then we try to respond and react in a better way. The end of your life drama. So here he's saying everything is the mind created drama, the situations or the suffering, everything. So how can we end that? Right? Once the mind is not there, then all this drama get dissolved. So most bad events are created by the egoic unconsciousness. When we are present, we are conscious. Have the clarity. But when we are unconscious, we are getting the mind is coming. That is, the ego is coming in the middle. Ego lives in fear, separation, control, and resistance. The more we encourage these kind of thoughts or these kind of emotions, the more and more we create resistance for our own growth. Then we cannot achieve the enlightenment because we are encouraging these kind of emotions. So we have to come beyond them. We have to acknowledge them and accept. Don't resist or don't give energy to these things. Drama appears when egos interact, conflict, blame, power, and struggle. If you cannot accept yourself or others, then what happens? The drama creates. Then we get attached to that. We want something, people are addicted to this kind of dramas. If something happens, they cannot let it go and they keep on thinking, they keep on talking about the same thing. If nothing is there, then the mind cannot stay still. The mind needs something, the mind has to work. So it will start creating this. But we, as an observer, as an awareness, we should understand this is all the mind is creating, but I should not encourage or I should not go after it. I should be an observer. Okay, let them come, but I won't get attached to that. That once that awareness comes, then this drama will end. The self-pity, guilt, anxiety, and living in past or future are all forms of drama, right? Once we go in that, we cannot come out that easily. We are stuck in that, the day-to-day dramas or, creating the same thoughts. People cling to their feeling, their life story because it feels like their identity. So whatever these dramas, these emotions, right? We think we are attached to that. We think they are part of us. So we cannot come out of that. That feeling guilty or sorry about yourself. Oh, I'm so unlucky. I don't have this. The more you say you are forming an identity for your own self. In every situation, you say, I'm unlucky. I'm not good. I'm this, I'm that. Then what happens? You are creating your own blockage, right? Then you form an identity. No matter, how many good opportunities come, you always think, I'm lucky. Oh, no matter, there is no use of doing this. I cannot do. So that becomes your identity. You are not able to differentiate between a thought and your identity. You are creating your thought as an identity, but you are different and your thought is different. You are formless. You are more beyond this thought. So complete acceptance of what is ends the drama. So when you accept and acknowledge this drama and these unnecessary things get dissolved, presence removes inner conflict. Without inner conflict, outer conflict fades, right? The more you be in the present moment, the more you be an observer, then everything get dissolved. So once you fix inside, then automatically the outer reality will change. If you just try to make up the outer changes without changing your inner self, then it's a temporary. Again, they keep on coming. Some situation comes, you get triggered, and they keep on coming on the surface level. So you are beyond that. You have to end this. Here, the author gives an example. Think about yourself as a, you know, you are a lake. But most of the time, even though we are a lake, we think as we are the surface of the lake. That's what the outer body or appearance and everything. So the what happened the outer surface of the lake? It gets waves, it gets storms, it gets a lot of different situations. But inside the lake, it's always still, right? But outside there will be waves, there will be storm, a lot of things happen. But does it affect the inner stillness of the lake? No. The same way, no matter what happens outside, your inner peace and calm should not get disturbed. So that stillness you have to develop in yourself. It comes with meditation, it comes with mindfulness or being more aware of your thoughts and emotions. Then this unnecessary drama will get dissolved. We know, right? What we think is what we attract. The more you think or encourage this kind of dramas and emotions, the more similar situations you attract in your life. So you need to understand and acknowledge and dissolve them. Impermanence and the cycle of life. See, we all know there are a lot of situations happen, right? Everything is a cycle. So after the day goes, the night comes. So we have to accept that without night, then again the day doesn't come, right? We cannot say, I need a whole day to be there without night. So everything is a cycle. It has to end and the next one comes. It's a part of life. So we know that, so we don't resist it. If any, we know that after the morning, the night comes. That's how we are used to. So we don't resist. So we are happy. But if many times, right, if any happiness or sadness comes, they're also part of cycle. Happiness comes, it stays for some days and again it goes away. Then some other challenge comes, or new happiness might come, or some other troubles might come. Again, they last for some days and they have to end. So everything is a kind of cycle. That's what I'm saying. The situations are different, life is different. So don't mix. The cycles come and go, but the life will continue. So physical pain may occur, suffering comes from resistance. The more you resist, then the pain will come. It might be physical pain, emotional pain, any kind of pain. If you get hurt, then what you do? You won't cry, right? I shouldn't have gone. Okay, you did some mistake. You gone in the wrong place, or somehow the ball hit, something happened, but you acknowledge, okay, this is done. Now I'm getting the pain, so I need to put some medication or whatever you do. You accept the truth and then you will work on it. Then it gets healed. If you think of the same situation, okay, I should not have gone there, or that when the ball shouldn't have come and hit me, then it's already done. There is no use of going back. So be in the present moment. Everything in form of cycles, rise or fall, gain, loss, birth, death. Everything is a cycle. So down cycles are not failure. They're essential for renewal and awakening. As I said, if you don't see the downfall, then you don't really enjoy the success. So it's a part of life. You have to experience that. There is nothing wrong. All forms are impermanent. No condition give lasting fulfillment. Even happiness, it cannot stay longer. It has to go. If you got a car or something, initially, for first day, you'll be very happy. Then for a week, you'll be happy. After a month, it will be normal. Then again, if any new car comes, you think, oh, okay, I should have got that one. So nothing will last. Everything is temporary. Low energy periods are natural and necessary for regeneration. So everything is a part of a cycle. If the cycle ends, then a new cycle comes, right? Identify with achievements make cycles painful. If you're stuck with those cycles and temporary achievements and the pleasure, then you are making your life painful or you will get the suffering. Peace comes from not clinging to changing the forms, right? Once you accept and acknowledge, then you will overcome. Then you see this as a part of life. Then these cycles, no matter whatever the comes, you accept and you do your best, but you're not getting attached or you don't feel the suffering or pain. You accept the happiness and sadness are the same. You just enjoy and do whatever you are doing, but you're not, resisting them or suffer or cause any suffering for yourself. Yeah, you might suffer, there might be some stressful moment, there might be some pain, but they're all outside. But internal peace should not get disturbed. The outer things will be there, you will work on, but you should not take it to the internal deep down so that it creates so much pain and suffering, and due to that, a lot of illness will come. So people cannot accept things. They do a lot of suicide, or they end their life, or they go to ill health because they cannot accept the situation. So we should not take it so strongly. You should accept and let go and do whatever you can. So using and relinquishing negativity. The moment you acknowledge and release, then you'll be free from that. Negativity is resistance in emotional form. Right? Everywhere the negativity is spreading. If we think, okay, I'm just feeling this pain and suffering, no, you're polluting that everywhere. Because everything is energy, right? Our thoughts and feelings, the what we vibrate is what we are spreading in the entire world. So ego believes negativity can control life, but it never works. Yeah, that's how the ego thinks. It want to take control everywhere, but the moment you observe, it cannot. And negativity strengthens ego and often becomes an identity. So nature and animals show resistance and presence. So animals and nature, they don't have so many thoughts and resistance like us. Whatever happens, they just forget and move on. And if an animal attacks to other animal, that for the temporary time it will run, chase, or try to save its life. But after that, it will forget. It won't have so many grudges, or it will keep on thinking like we do. It will forget. It will again eat its food and live its life. Again, if comes again tomorrow, some other situation come, it will again try to escape. But they mostly live in the present moment. They don't go past or future. But we human, we only does this. So they're always in the present moment. Repeated negativity can be a signal to become more present. If you see a repeated patterns coming in your life, the same situations or same thing coming again, then it's an alarm or signal for you that you need to overcome or you need to work on it. Right? So you need to understand these signals or messages. When you do meditation, you understand. When you sit in meditation, if something comes up, then you need to understand why it's coming, why this thought came, or where should I work on. It can come in any form, the signals can come, but you need to be aware to understand them. Notice negativity early, don't suppress or justify. So the author is saying when you are, be aware and be an observer, then when this negativity or negative thoughts or emotions come, immediately when they rise, you can acknowledge them and then accept and don't suppress so that you can move on very easily. Once it's come and it has been some time, it takes the time to release and let it go. But when you're observer, the moment it rises, you can immediately identify, okay, now this thought is coming, this emotion is coming, you're aware of it. Either drop it, accept, or feel it fully. It's up to you. If you want, when you acknowledge, you will drop it, or you can accept the situation, or you can just, feel it and just be. And when you observe, then that get dissolved. Your observance or your presence is important in a situation. Let triggers pass through you. This is forgiveness and inner freedom. Right? When the triggers come, you have to accept. Unless you accept, the triggers keep on coming up again and again. So you have to forgive yourself so that you are free from there. When you accept the situation, your mind cannot fight. So it has to drop and release them. But if you resist, the mind will keep on working. So don't let your mind work. against you. So allow it to work for you, but not against you. The nature of compassion. Inner peace is a deep lake, surface changes, the depth stays still, that we already discussed, right? The same thing, that how the compassion comes. When you're in the present moment, and when you drop that ego mind, the non-judgment, when you accept, then definitely you can accept the other person. You will have that compassion. See, when someone says something, if we immediately react, we get angry, then what happens? The relationship, that get disturbed. But when you are aware, when you are at present moment, you won't react. You think, okay, that person might have some bad day or some situation happened. That's why he reacted in that way. So you'll be compassionate. You will react from clarity, not from ego. Otherwise, you'll think, how can he do this to me? Right? So when you are in the present moment, you will generate love and compassion. Detachment does not mean coldness, it means non-attachment. Doesn't mean we have to detach, or we can't meet people, or we cannot enjoy any social gatherings, everything. That doesn't mean that. It means we are there, but we are not attached to anyone. We don't expect from people. Yet we can be happy, enjoy their company, and be with them. True compassion sees beyond form to shared being. The true compassion comes when you don't expect. You give something, but you don't expect, right? You enjoy being shared, whatever you have, you share your wisdom or knowledge and everything because you feel that oneness with each and every one. The two aspects of compassion, shared morality, that is humility and equality, and shared immortality, that is the deathless being, right? The first one is humility and equal. We feel everyone the same. We feel that oneness in everything. The second understanding is once we overcome these, then we'll become a deathless being. We don't judge the death also. When once we are not attached to this form, then don't have fear about the death, and we will become beyond the death. We'll understand the higher consciousness. Then we don't separate the body and the form and death and everything. Everything becomes a part of life. True compassion blends empathy with the joy of being. Healing often happens through presence, not effort. If you keep on trying outer things or keep on trying effort, right, nothing will heal. But once you be in the present moment, once you accept and surrender, then the healing will happen without any effort. If you are resisting any things and trying to work on it in the surface level, nothing will work. So you have to work on the root cause. Then the healing will happen. That is going within your own self towards a different order of reality. Once these all things get dissolved, you will see the life as a new reality. A new perception will come to you. You will see the things in a different way. Body and death belongs to the same ego made illusion, right? These are all a illusion. We always think, the author is saying, like, if you see a statue, you are going on the road somewhere, you see a statue, immediately you think, okay, that's a statue. You just make an in the mind. But after some time, when you carefully see, that might be an angel or it might be some person or God, then you will say, okay, this is an angel statue or this is so and so God statue, right? Because you understand a deeper meaning of that. Till then, you are seeing the outer reality. It's made of a stone, it's kind of statue. But once you saw inside, you understood that there is a different reality. That's why people, even though there are stones and all, they pray, they believe in them. Not every stone we go and pray, only to some why we feel that. Because they are awakened, they realized, then we can connect that feeling with them. So everyone has to realize and get awakened to see our inner self. Once you acknowledge your inner self, the other person will also acknowledge your inner self. If you don't accept yourself, the others will also not accept you. So ego sees itself as a separate and threatened the world of fear. right? Even the world will suffer when the ego comes up. Even for one person or two person, now we are seeing so much is going everywhere. So perception reflects consciousness, observer, and the world are connected, right? So different levels of consciousness experience different world. So the world, there are so many people, everyone has their own perception or own level of consciousness, but everyone, when we go together, combined, then if everyone is shifting their consciousness or awakening themselves, then the whole world will change. The darkness will end. There will be a light in the world. So with our own consciousness, with the human consciousness, we can change the consciousness of the plants and animals also. Because everything is an energy. What we are reflecting is that's what we are spreading in the outer world. We have so much negativity inside. That's what we are spreading in the world to people, plants, and nature. But once everyone changes, then that impact will go to the whole planet. A new world emerges only through the inner awakening, not by force. Peaceful being changes reality at the level of the cause, right? So the cause, once the cause is changed, then everything will change. If only you work on the effect, then nothing will happen. True service flows naturally from presence and awareness. And you're being in the present moment, right? And being in that awareness, and naturally the service comes because you become more empathetic. You understand the other person you serve. Just by changing your own self, you are, contributing the world. You don't need to do anything different. You need to understand and realize your own self. That itself is a big contribution. You don't need the world to change to be at peace, right? It should start from you. If everyone change their own self, then automatically the world peace will come. So we don't need to do anything externally. Only we need to work on our own self. So friends, with this, the chapter is end. But here is a summary that today we learned the whole, about the chapter. That happiness is temporary, peace is stillness. Suffering comes from resistance, not life, right? The more we resist, the suffering comes. But life is different. The suffering and everything is a part of life. It's a cycle. The situations are there, but that is not life. Negativity becomes a teacher. So you need to acknowledge the negativity also, because as we said, if you don't see the negativity, you cannot feel the positivity. If you don't see the dark, you cannot, feel or acknowledge the light. So everything has to be there. So if the negativity is coming, just think what it is trying to teach me, or how can I overcome that? What is the lesson that I have to learn here? Impermanence allows renewal and growth. So you need to accept and surrender for the change to happen. Joy arises from within, not from success. Compassion flows from presence. Awakening yourself benefits the whole world. So once you change, once you realize, you can change the whole world. So some of the reflection points: where I am seeking happiness, in conditions or in presence. So we need to question ourselves and check, where you are, at what state are you right now? What I am resisting right now in my life? Can I allow this moment fully without labeling it good or bad? As we discuss in this chapter, right? We have to go beyond good and bad. What part of my life drama am I still identified with? Where we are going with the drama or creating drama for our own self. You need to realize or understand by being in the present moment. How do I relate to life down cycles? Do I resist or allow? If you only after success, if any downfall comes, are you able to accept it or not? How would my actions change if they come from acceptance, not fear? Right? How you are, see the changes. If you accept anything, if you surrender, be in the present moment and not from fear or ego, then what changes are happening in your situations or in your life and in your day-to-day activities? Just try to check this or work on it. So thank you, friends. I hope this was helpful. So with this, as usual, let's go into the meditation. And after that, if you have any questions, we'll discuss them. So all of you sit comfortably. And as you see in the picture, we'll be doing the breath mindfulness meditation. So where you need to sit comfortably, close your eyes, clasp your hands, fingers into fingers, as you see in the picture, and just observe your normal natural breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale, just observe the breath. As you observe the breath, your mind becomes empty. The unwanted thoughts, everything get dissolved, and you'll be moving into the presence or being an observer. So this is very simple technique. So let thoughts come and go. It's part of that. But whenever you realize you're in thoughts, bring your attention back to the breath. So friends, I'll play the music and guidance. So just follow and we'll do this meditation. Dear friends, with your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands gently placed on your lap, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe your breath. As you observe your breath, mind becomes empty. We are going into group meditation. This time is for yourself. Let thoughts come and go. Whenever you realize you are in thoughts, bring your awareness gently on the breath. Be with your breath, dear friends. Go deeper and deeper into yourself. Allow yourself to experience the emptiness inside you and around you. Be with your breath, dear friends. Don't get distracted by your thoughts. Be as an observer. Observe what's happening inside you. Bring your awareness back to the body. Recollect your experiences. What did you see and how did you feel? Friends, at this moment, let's express gratitude. Gratitude to our parents, teachers, and mentors. Gratitude to our family members, friends, and everyone you know in this life. Gratitude to the Mother Nature, plants, and animals. Gratitude is the highest state of energy receivership. So let's elevate our energies by feeling this compassion and love. Last but not least, let's express gratitude to all the devices that we are using, through which we are all connected. And whenever you are ready, just place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Thank you, friends. I hope you all had a good meditation today, and also the wisdom in session. You got connected or you liked it. If you want to share your reflections or your thoughts, or you want to share any experience, please unmute yourself, or you can raise your hand. So today we have completed 9 chapters. So tomorrow is the last chapter of this book. So please do join tomorrow as well. And from the coming Sunday, we'll have the new wisdom topics and we'll start with a new book. So if you have any suggestions or If you have any book in your mind, please do share. So I'll work on it and we'll try to present those books. We're all connected together. So please share your thoughts. Yes, Chandraji, you can unmute yourself. And also, please suggest if there are any suggestions or any improvements in this session. So I would like to work on, because every day we are learning, we are trying to improve. So if there is anything, please let me know. Yes, Chandraji, please go ahead.
Good night for all of you here, Apurva, Rameshji, and all the other masters who are attending the thing. It's so nice. Everybody is attending every day. That's great. And, actually, you are doing everything each time it gets better. The way you are bringing up stuff, I feel these few chapters, whatever I attended, almost everything except a few I missed in the beginning. But these ones, since you asked for the suggestion, I'm just telling, it is really it will connect to the people who are attending, because the writer is different. He writes, if we read one on one to ourselves, we can read it again and again and then understand. But when we express this to other people to make everybody feel, you're doing a good job. You took the salient features of the things, and especially this chapter is so powerful. I really liked it, because how it says how the negativity creates the whole problem. It is the one basically. Yeah, I think I'm going to just, that's what we had finished just now, the manifestation in the Tamil group. I'm just feeling next time my intent should be that there shouldn't be any negativity at all. That's going to be my intent and goal. Because it's not deliberately, but it has, without your own consciousness, you are negative in so many things, in seeing people, listening to them, and immediately we form something. And then that's where there actually is telling beautifully how the world becomes you become the world, as the observer and observed are one. The same way, the conflicts, how this negativity, how it is nurturing. I like that point. It's nurturing the growth, or it makes you move forward. That's what they always say. Between two confusions or two chaos, there will be few minutes pass in between. That is really the healthy thing. So that may lead to not that much chaos next one. So always there is a pass between two chaos. The same way the negativity is really, it gives a good, even in that negative thing, he gave a positive feedback. That negative is moving to you to take a next step. That's I really like the thing. And also he talked something I was not very, inner peace, deep sleep. And Arthur is so good. So he is able to say everything very beautifully, how you get the inner peace. It's like a lake. Sometimes only when the lake is, even if inner noise is so, no, whatever the outside noise or anything going on, inside always very deep and stillness. That stillness can be achieved by our meditation. That's what the thing is coming on. That's really beautiful. And not more. And also and another good thing also he says, somehow it's not that easy to suppress the negativity or any negative aspect. We cannot suppress. We have to express it or say it. I feel this way. What can I do? Or write about it. Sometimes, some personalities will give you that kind of vibration, negative feedback, negative thing. Even at work, I used to feel sometimes. Then what I did was, by myself, I went and talked to them. Is there any problem in communicating with me or what? Because I usually have everybody are my friends, wherever they are. But some people feels that innate nature itself is being negative to anybody. They will be, that's the way they are. But I first it was hurting, but why it hurts if you are negative? If I have my negative feeling about that, that's why it hurts me. So there is no need to reciprocate the same thing. We will try to go and see that. That is the way the negativity even reduce the space between the relationships. Whenever there is a little bit of lesser negativity, lesser inconvenience, less more understanding, the way to understand more, it leads to the good way to the other person closer. So many things he is talking about. I like it, and also ego. The ego is the major thing in our life. Ego even stops me from my when I am in the meditation. Ego comes, the thought about, oh my God, I don't think it's going to be working out today. Why? That is my ego only. That's our own self not worth, feeling not worth. And that is the one which gives the ego. We have to understand that. I don't know how that is really, ego is needed these days because it will give you more, boost your confidence, and you will go again. But ego without attachment, anything you want to do emotionally, not get attached, that ego is fine. Everybody, we are, and all people are not egoistic people. The minute I say I don't have ego, that means I have ego. That's why I'm claiming certain tall claim. So that's the way. There are all so many highlights. You said it today, Purva, in that thing. I'm so glad. I have to go and read though. That's why I'm to read your stuff more. But all these things, definitely the meditation connection, everything. It's not just reading. We cannot separate reading and meditation. They are all together. That's what it is. There is no difference between these two. So automatically, when it, at least 10% of it will go in, that's going to help us go deeper into meditation and stillness. I'm glad they are going hand in hand. Thank you, Apurva. So, thank you.
Yeah, you beautifully summarized and highlighted the points. Definitely, when I saw the book, I thought, how can we know to be in the present moment? Every day we speak, even in the 40 days or many times. But I thought, how come a book that much important, or how can a book be written on this? But when I read everything, I feel there is so much to be
Yeah.
there in the present moment. Just in one topic, he wrote a book means there is so much in this. Yeah,
Beautiful.
make me
I,
surprised.
but yesterday was hard, but this one is good.
Yes, I think
More, you have to pay more attention. Yeah.
yes, that's true. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
Yes, friends. Anybody else have anything to add or share?
Merci. Yes.
Thank you, Chandraji, for again summarizing and your information on this one. So yeah, so this is really, it goes hand to hand with meditation. Every meditator has to read this book. So that's
Yes.
what because
Absolutely.
recently I heard this from many masters, they always recommend to read Power of Now. So now I understand what is the power of this book. So
Me too.
yeah, every chapter is very, very interesting. Day by day, it's very, very interesting, right? Actually, it talks about, complete the relationship, how we balance things and how, make good relationship and everything. So now today, negativity, ego, and, the life cycle, happiness and sad. We all know that, happiness and sad is not permanent. It comes and go. So when you're in the present moment, you feel actual, the consciously observe if you get negativity or happiness or sad, but we have to go inside. So he clearly explains, it's really great book to read and understand. Definitely we need to read one more time, but yeah, one more beautiful chapter. Thank you.
I just wanted to add one small observation that I had. Since I'm a big audiobook listener, and this book is one of them that I've listened, I almost prefer, most of the time, 98% of the time, I prefer the books read by the author because it makes a major impact and I like it that way. But Apurva bringing this book and conversing with us almost felt like listening to the author. Again, each one's perspective is different, but thank you, Apurva. That was very well done. And I think listening at different ages or different scenarios, phase of life is also very important for this book. Now that I don't drive as much as I used to until December 31st, um, this book made a whole different impact on me.
Yes. Yeah, thank you, Deepaji. That's true. See, every time we read the same book, even after 1 year, if I read today, what my perception is, it will change because my consciousness is increasing, or at that time, based on the situation, my understanding level increase.
Yeah.
So that truly matters. Yes. But whatever the generic things, yeah, they remain the messages, for every age. That's constant, but a way of understanding, that keeps on going. But yeah, that's really important book. Thank you.
Do you have a recommendation for the next book, or we're going to wait?
We'll wait.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I have some in my mind, but if you have anything specific, yeah, please let me know so that, yeah, then definitely I can bring that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we have this weekend. So if anyone have any suggestions on any particular book, yeah, please you can tell in the sessions or you can message me. I'll work on that and we'll start from the next week. And tomorrow will be the last chapter, so please do join. And we'll meet you all tomorrow at the same time, friends. So we'll end this session here and see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your joining time and support and learning from each and everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.